Now, after tasting defeat once again, hopefully Eris will learn to stop underestimating her opponents, finally. It is something that she does a lot through her time of growing and stuff. So I'm kind of glad that they are showing this because this is not part of the side stories of the light novels or web novels. This is literally her own story, which is pretty cool. And I do enjoy. Now, will we get a selfie side story? Probably not, but wishful thinking. My best girl gets so little attention. Whatever. Anyways, let's talk about this. Like I said before in the first chapter, where Eris sees, okay, the sword god is nowhere near as strong as the dragon god. We all know that. But just because he's not as strong as the dragon god doesn't mean he's not stronger than you. Doesn't mean you can't learn something from him. Something that Eris will learn is humility and also understanding of others. All she could see was Rudius and Richard, pretty much people who are constantly in her life all the time, where she have high respect for. But anybody else outside that, she treats them like she brushes them aside, which is a bad character trait. Learn to open up a bit more, which is something that she learns to do over the past years. She will stay in the Holy Land of Swords a lot. I mean, a lot. She has to learn from this. Anyways, defeating the simple bandit was simple, but fighting someone who actually is a true sword saint was not easy for her because look at Rudius. Rudius in the anime, he was fighting that one sword saint, and he had trouble. He didn't know he could beat that thing on his own, and it was for the help of the others. He would have lost because Sword Saint was the one to go at. They can use Long Sword of Light, which is a very fast, high-speed move, which cannot be seen by the untrained eye, by the way. So, Eris needing to learn to do that. She needs to beat someone who can use that move, which is not going to be easy. We don't get to know the name of this dude just yet, knowing that there's bandits and the goblins, and them asking for, compensation from the town. Those gangs that say, we're protecting you, and they're not really protecting you. They're just, leeching off of you for their money, and it's just really messed up. But anyways, she goes there and faces the dude, and it seemed like the dude really wanted to set a point, in a way, where he was just training random bandits the sword god technique, and so they can be strong and overcome a lot of people. It's rare for them to walk into someone who can do the water god technique. Because if you don't know, the sword god technique can fight the north god technique, and the north god technique can fight the water god technique. But the water god technique can win against the sword god technique. At most terms, sometimes. A very big sometimes. Well, either way, she goes and tells this dude that turns out the dude wanted something to prove. He wanted to face the sword god. So he even wrote a letter to him. And the sword god, of course, threw it away. Gaul did. And Gaul didn't bother to face the dude. He sent a newbie, an Aaron girl, in a way, to finish this guy off as a big insult, showing that this dude's not worth Gaul's time. Of course, the dude's very salty about it. So we got kind of two salty people. Eris, who wants to get strong, also having the nightmares still of Rudius being killed off, in a way, because of the dragon god. So she's going to keep seeing those nightmares until she feels confidence in herself that she'd be strong enough to protect Rudius. She does have this feeling that that Rudius is going to go through more and more dangers for the kind of person Rudius is, So she feels like she has to be there for him by becoming stronger, which is good. Which is once again why I say it's important to read the manga, not just the novels and web novels. And I remember there was a scene within the manga volumes earlier, before volume 10, where she was having a flashback with she was taking a bath with Ghislaine and saying how Ghislaine told her to protect Rudius because she feel like Rudius is very important to the future. So she told her to protect Rudius, and she kept that inside her mind the entire time, even to this day. and I believe her failing to protect Rudy is a symbol of her not being strong enough, once again. So she's on her way of doing that. I'm glad she's not doing it immediately, but showing that she has more to train for, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, socially. She has a lot to work on. You can do so little for her kind of mindset. But I'm glad we have this manga to see her journey. She takes one step at a time of getting stronger in many different ways. So yeah, I'm getting this ready in it because, like I said, these chapters are very short for them, only 22 pages, which it kind of upsets me because you have some manga out there that has like 19, 20 pages and they're weekly. We get this monthly and it's only 20, only technically only 20 as well. But maybe because it's working on fewer people, which is why they can do monthly. Some weekly people have multiple people working on it. That's why they can do weekly. Some people don't know that. So anyways, this is where I'll leave this video. Not much really happened besides her facing this unnamed sword saint. And we'll see probably the end results next chapter. So I'll see you guys there. So like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has a matter on anime. Signing out.